Hi everybody, just wanted to give you another real quick update on the van build, how it's coming along. And as you remember, last I left off was at this stage, and you can see I was trying to fit everything together, see how everything fit. Here's a picture of everything in place where I'm trying to get a kind of an idea how everything's gonna fit. My um, propane bottle, my battery, my uh, bucket for the restroom, my cooler, and got my sink placed. This time it's the same sink from the old van that I wrecked, but this time I had to set the faucet kind of sideways like this instead of like a normal faucet because it just wasn't going to fit in that small of a space. And but I think it's going to work out. And my idea is I'm going to have a fold down cover that covers the whole thing, and it'll just be like completely hidden most of the time. It just look like a countertop's there until I'll just fold it up, and there will be my sink and my cook stove right there. Started framing on the bed. You can see here this is the framework going up. Put a piece of plywood over it there, and then had it all framed out here. And this is kind of an interesting idea that I had. It's in several sections, and they actually, once it folds down, they fold out. Here it is all the way folded out. It's almost a 6-foot length bed. It's about 27 inches wide. Plenty of room for one person to sleep. It also will double as a third seat in my van. So if I have like 2 passengers, I can have a place for the third person to sit in the back. And you see how this works when it slides up and locks in place right here. The 2 centerpieces come together at a point and make a backrest for the chair. So, and of course, I'm going to have padding on it and have it all plushed out. It's not going to stay bare wood like this. This is just the rough framing of it. But it works out pretty good. Folds all back up right in the wall, as you see here. Right now I just have these 2 boards on hinges hanging there. They act as the legs when it comes down. I think they're just going to be temporary till I figure out um, a more permanent solution. Haven't quite figured out just exactly what I'm going to do for support when it comes down yet, but the temporary ones, they work just fine for now. Um, Another thing I wanted to talk about, people ask me why when I build out my vans I don't spend a lot of time um, putting a lot of insulation up, and you see all these other van builders, they strip everything out, and I mean they go to town with the insulation on it, and they spend weeks just insulating their van. Well, I have an interesting philosophy about this, and if you kind of think of your van like a thermos mug, imagine this: you got this really insulated thermos mug, and you pour your coffee in it, and you seal it up, and that coffee is good. It's going to stay hot all day, right? Well, now imagine if you take the top off of your thermos mug and you just cover a piece of little cellophane, little piece of just say press and seal on the top. And that's your lid. Now you're going to lose heat really fast, aren't you? It's not going to stay hot in the coffee mug, And the reason is, of course, because you got this big area for heat to escape. Now, if you look at the van, the way they're built, and mine even, it's got it's only got windows up in the cab area, um, but those windows do absolutely nothing for insulation unless you're going to go through great lengths of building some kind of really heavy duty insulated covers to go over all of your windows and cover them. Your insulation job is pretty much useless. You just went through all this trouble to insulate your thermos mug, but you didn't put a top on it. And so I really didn't see the point to insulate it. Now, here's another thought that I had, and um, some people might not agree with me here, but um, a lot of people they want to put in like some kind of air conditioning unit that runs off of like a generator or some kind of heavy duty battery power. They go through elaborate lengths to just put up these huge battery systems in their van, and or a generator, and to air condition the van, or the my other van, I had the Mr. Buddy heater. And um, the thing I was thinking is, okay, vehicles come already with air conditioning and heating built into them. I mean, they're already built with an air conditioner and a heater in it. And I'm kind of wondering why we're trying to reinvent the wheel here. I mean, it's already got its own systems. Why not utilize those? I mean, you're going to have to put gas in a generator. Now, this van on idle, it hardly uses any gas. It's not going to be much more than you would actually pour into a generator. But it's already there. I don't have to install anything. I don't have to go buy anything extra. I don't have to have some place on the outside of my van built to set a generator. I don't have to go through any of that. I've already got heating and air conditioning built into the van. So, and it does a very adequate job at keeping it warm or cool. So my thought is I'm just going to use the existing heating and air conditioning. Whenever it's hot, I'm going to let it idle and sleep with the air conditioner on. Whenever it's cold, I'll let it idle and I'll sleep with the heater on. And so anyways, that's my thought on insulation. And let me know what you think, and thank you for watching. Have a blessed day in Jesus.